Hugs, they are an epidemic. And I have the stats to prove it. Welcome to another edition of One Question, One Answer. We're going to get right down to it because we have a lot of people kind of smushed on this couch, and we're talking about closeness in the workplace today. Closeness as in hugs. And I'm going to read you some stats that should frighten you. So, 44% of respondents in a poll that included 400 U.S. advertising and marketing executives said hugging a coworker you knew well or hadn't seen in a while was common. That number is almost double what it was in 23%. On the opposite side of that, 50% of respondents said hugging was uncommon and rarely appropriate in a business setting. Now, only 22% say it isn't appropriate. Do you see what's happening here? Hugging in the workplace is becoming more common, but I'm here because I want to talk to you about this article that was online at cleveland.com. Do hugs belong in the workplace? So I have some friends at Akhia, as always. One of them's my hug ambassador. We'll let her talk about that. We're going to go ahead and just go down the line. Amber, do hugs belong in the workplace? You already know where I stand on this, but go ahead, do that.
You know, you're my boss, but yes, hugs belong in the workplace. Oh. I'm a hugger, so I will hug anybody and everyone. Like, great work today.
So
good
we all
to
feel
see
real
you.
special.
Yeah, I like people to feel appreciated. But with clients, I tend to figure out like what their body movement, what their body language is, if it's okay to go in for the hug, or
because if it gets like abort,
then just
that
pretend
hug.
like you're giving them the handshake.
Yes.
So you got to kind of play it by ear. But I think, especially with people I've worked with a while, they just kind of come to expect the hug when they come here. Hey, welcome to Akhia.
So it's known with you, so that's okay. So they know what they're in for.
Yeah, they know what they're getting.
Maddie.
Well, I think that there is a time and a place for a hug. As you know, I am your hug ambassador.
Yes. You approve.
I have to
hugs.
approve the hugs,
yes.
And it is for a good reason. I feel like they are only appropriate in certain situations, and you shouldn't go around hugging everybody.
Right.
I feel like it's a little more intimate than like a handshake. So I keep my hugging to a limit at work. I only hug a couple people, So.
On average, a couple a day?
Like a month.
Oh,
probably.
a month. Oh, wow. That's a number I can get used to. I like that.
She's a little cold.
That's why she's your hug ambassador.
That's right.
Yes.
She clears the hugs.
Same page.
I need that.
Yeah.
So. Emily?
Amber did kind of steal my answer as anticipated, but like Amber, I think hugging in the workplace is totally appropriate. I think a drive-by hug, it's like a quick hug. You don't want to linger at work. It's weird.
Yeah.
No, like,
it's not an embrace.
It's not an embrace. There's no there's no rubbing of the back. It's like a quick...
You probably shouldn't be smelling
Then why not just handshake?
While you're doing it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want sweaty hands.
But also, like what Amber said with clients, I think it's a little bit trickier because you just don't know what a client's work culture is like. They tend to be a little bit more formal than we are here at Akhia. So I kind of just take their cues and follow their leads, but it can get awkward. It can get really uncomfortable.
It can. Yes, I agree.
The weird side hugs.
Yes. Side hug. Then the other person doesn't hug you back. You're stuck halfway.
That's awkward.
That's not good.
Not altogether.
Then you typically just say,
my
I'm a
turn.
hugger.
I'm a
and
hugger.
move on.
It's my turn.
Kelly McGrath.
So obviously we're 3 against 2 here. I also believe in the hug. But I think here at Akhia, I mean, we work so closely with our clients that sometimes they are like family, and you build that relationship over a number of years. I mean, I have a couple of clients that we hug, not an embrace or anything, but just a quick hug, like, so good to see you, nice to, great job on that project, whatever it is. And I think same thing with employees. I mean, we're here a lot of the time together working on projects, so, long hours, things like that. So it's like sometimes you need that, everyone in for the hug.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, everyone in for the hug.
Yeah,
so
hug it out.
It's no surprise that I'm probably more on Maddie's side with this. I don't think you should be walking around dishing out hugs like high fives. I think that there's a time and a place for it. We talked about that. I have maybe become a little more accepting of hugs. I was the person that when you hug, I was tightening up a little bit because I'm like, I don't know what to do.
The hug is growing on
Do I
you.
patch in the back here, or do we like...
No rubbing.
There's no easy way to end that hug.
Are
Do I make eye contact? I don't know. It really catches me off guard. But I have come to accept it, and Kelly had a great point with, as you work with people over the years, some clients we've had here for 15 years, you really have no choice but to hug them because you're so happy when you see them. You've worked together for so long. So I would agree with that side of it. I do want to source I feel I have to source. The creative group is a marketing creative staffing company that's in California. So they were the one that provided the stats for this article, those frightening stats, that hugs more common in the workplace. So when you see us, when you come in, some of us may want to hug you. Some of us may kind of hug you, and some of us after 15 years may hug you. So I do want to say thanks to Jess Forrester for taking over One Question, One Answer last week. She did a fantastic job on the Super Bowl issue. So bring it in here for a hug goodbye, and we'll see you next week.